Greetings! I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. Welcome back. So, I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is, the ship is done. Bad news is, all of the recording of me building it had no microphone. So, instead of rebuilding the thing or trying to voice over, how about watch this little montage I put together? Here we are with the final product. Isn't it great? No, I'll give you a complete tour, and I'll talk about some of the struggles I had making this thing. But for the most part, it wasn't all that exciting. I promise. I'll talk about future things that I make a lot more than this. I intended to. I had an hour's worth of footage that just didn't have any... just no microphone. The short version is... we have a basically a lunchbox. I went for kind of a retro, like, not retro. Retro's not the right word. Kind of this roundy, kind of 80s spaceship sci-fi sort of look. I don't know. We have some new round windows in the latest DLC. Or not latest DLC. It's not even a DLC. It's an update to a DLC. Actually, I think these might be in the base game now. Anyway, so they have these rounded corners and rounded windows, and I just really wanted to play with them. So I put on as many as I could, and then there were places like this where I couldn't because there's a tank in the way. But basically, this thing has a... this is a hydrogen tank. It's a just full-size hydrogen tank. And on the bottom, we've got ourselves a full-size hydrogen thruster, one of the big guys. This should easily be able to get us into space. A couple of, just basically one hydrogen thruster in every direction. And two in this direction. Why? I don't know. Just because. It fit. That's all. It's the only reason. And then for brakes, I've actually got hydrogen thrusters. You can kind of... it's really a lot of reflection on that side. Let's try... no, that's not much better. Anyway, there's hydrogen thrusters inside there so that when we're hitting the brakes, we'll actually be able to see the flames through the windows, which I think will be pretty cool. Then I've got a little bit of everything that we'll need to set up a base. So inside here, I've got obviously my flight seat there, and we've got this is, let's get this out, this is an assembler. Here we got a basic refinery so that we can mine some stuff and turn it into some basic stuff. We've got two O2H2 generators so that if we find some ice we can refill our hydrogen tanks. Survival kit and cargo container. It's got some stuff in it. That's it. Just some stuff. And then the idea is, I mean, that's forward, and that's backward. And once we're out in space, this will be the floor. So we're gonna put in some doors because I don't have doors yet. I believe the other side has a window. Yep, And I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that that thing can be airtight. We will find out the hard way. And let me show you. I almost forgot a couple of key components. I almost forgot batteries. So I crammed some batteries in here. Stuck them up in these little spaces here. And there's one on the other side over here somewhere. Well, maybe it's just one battery and one... And this is one gyro for turning. And there's still a little bit more space. I can cram something in this one block here. Or I could even take out that corner piece and I could put in, say, an assembler or an O2H2 generator or something like that. And yeah, that's about it. It's going to be a very humble beginning. That's all I can say. But this is a large cargo container. And if we take a quick look, I've named it Special. And the reason for that is that Izzy, our inventory management script right here, this one right there, that one has the ability to automatically load certain things. When you have Special, you basically get a menu. So if you go into the custom data, we'll see that it has this menu of things that you want. And currently, and by default, they're all zeros. And what I have done is I have pre-prepared a listing of what I call the better start. This is what I think is a good, solid start for a base. 200 bulletproof glass, 2,500 steel plates. You can kind of see what's in here. This is enough for 2 solar panels and an antenna and 1 battery. It's just kind of, it's enough. This is for a medical bay. So this kind of medical bay over here, this kind of thing, which is actually called a medical room, even though it's not a room. Never really liked that name. It's not a room. Kind of build pretty much what we see here, give or take. And out wherever we want to land, whether that's an asteroid or the moon. And the plan is to go to the moon for right now. So let's finish building this thing and get it into space. So let's see if this has loaded everything in there. Look at that, 33,000. That's all. 33,000. Huh. Okay, sure, why not? So that's what we're bringing with us. I think we could actually launch right now. Oh wait, no. What am I thinking? We need a door. And a vent. We need a door and a vent. Uh-oh. I'm thinking let's do an offset door. Do it the right way up. Looks good. Grab all the components there. And then we're also going to need a regular old window. By the way, one little trick, if you've never seen this trick before, is all of my windows, at least as many as are possible, are on the outside using... So these light armor panels, they actually... You can see the... It's kind of hard to see. You can see that those green lines, that's the space that they're in. So they're on the outside. And then I've attached my windows to the outside as well, which means that I can actually place things on the inside. So I can put a block there, I can place a block there and there. If I were to place the windows on the inside where that green bit was in here, I wouldn't be able to put anything there. Does that make sense? If you've played a lot of Space Engineers, it's really obvious. But if you haven't, if you're new to Space Engineers, then that would not seem very intuitive. So if I place this window, I could place it here, like this, right? But then it would take up that inner space. If I turn and I point at the, oops, let's pick an inverted, or actually a regular window. I'm pointing at the edge of this armor panel, which means it's going to be sitting on the outside of my ship. But I actually need parts for this, so let's go grab that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. And this, and then in order to get through this door now I have to turn sideways. Put it the right way up. And completely block off our ability to, oh, what a beautiful day. It's going to completely block off our ability to access that cargo container, but oh well. It is the way it is. I could start grinding away and find a place to connect to, but I believe that directly underneath this is the hydrogen tank, I think. And I can't really... I think it's actually directly underneath my control panel, or my control seat there. And I don't want to remove my control seat. So... I mean, I could. Nah, we're good. We're good. Alright, so now the question is, if I close this... Ha ha ha! See those green lights? These green lights right here mean that we are completely pressurized. The hydrogen tank is 0% filled. We should probably turn that on and hit stockpile. And you can see that it is pulling all of the hydrogen from our industrial hydrogen tank that we've been filling for the last several episodes. Our hydrogen tank on board is full. Excellent. Like, should we just do this? Should we just get to space? Should we go to space today? Yes, I want to. We will space today. Oh, we don't have a name for this ship, do we? This is the lunchbox. I'm gonna call that LB. LB Hydro Thrust. What I want, see, this large one is the one that makes us go forward, right? These two are the ones that make us go backward, or basically our brakes. So I'm gonna do LB brakes, save. I don't know that I have an oxygen tank on board. I don't. So how exactly are we going to use this vent to make oxygen into our ship? We are not. Also, did anybody else notice this? Light armor slope transition base. That's not good. That's not acceptable. There we go. Light armor slope transition base mirrored. Good grief. Where are we going to put an oxygen tank? Oh no. Oh, the other problem is that that oxygen generator was actually acting as the connector between these two. Oh boy. I might have to rethink this whole thing. If I were to take this out. Lovely new armor plating, which was the best thing ever added to Space Engineers. Now, that is sealed. Oh, no, it's not. Hang on.
Inventory full.
It's survival kit that's the problem. Alright, so I can use that to fill up without any problem. And the fun thing is, this survival kit has a hatchway on the side there. So I can still access things, and I can, you know, do things. That's good. Okay, real quick, I want to turn this to depressurize. And the reason I want to do that is because this oxygen tank is going to fill very fast by stealing the oxygen of the planet. And that way, hopefully, our O2 generators, which I'm just going to turn all of them off right now, because I don't want them wasting ice on a free resource. So this is going to fill up on its own. And then I just need to make sure that something is solid right here, which could very easily be my assembler. Yeah. Worst case scenario, I think this is actually not, like this piece right here is not airtight. And so I can just put a piece of armor plate if I need to there. And then we're going to put in a transition piece that we had there before. So that'll be airtight. And then I've got my O2H2 generator. And, oh, and then there was the basic refinery, which is a bit of a problem because the basic refineries, they have a connector on the two sides, but not on the bottom or the top. And if I put something here, it would have to kind of stick out the top there, which is kind of goofy. Or it could stick out the top here. Actually, that could work. I'm not super excited about that look, but it's doable and it's airtight. Oh! Apparently it's oxygen. It's airtight because I just started to die. There we go. Had to close my helmet. The large hydrogen thruster forward. This guy right here, we're going to actually have this one visible. Because here's what we're going to do. So we're going to grab the LB brakes, put this on 1, toggle on off. This allows us to basically coast in space. The LB hydro thrust, I normally like putting at the other end, just so I know which one I'm dealing with. That allows me to turn off all of the thrusters at once. But then what we're going to do is we're going to take the... Oh, that's groups. I'm going to do the large hydrogen thruster. So this guy is going to have a decreased thrust override and an increased thrust override. And this is how I like to get to space. Now, we'll basically increase the thrust override until we're gaining speed, and then we'll decrease it until we're losing speed, and then we're only using that tiny amount that we absolutely need to use in order to get to space. Because you can waste a lot of fuel by pushing forward and hitting the 100 millisecond max speed limit, and then you're just wasting thrust trying to get past the 100 meters per second that you can't. So I use the thrust override trick, and I'll show that more to you as we launch. Okay, anything else? That's cool. Every time I try to fill up, it turns on the depressurize again. All right, let's switch this to depressurize off. We're going to close the doors and going to see what else we need to do. Now I'm going to end up forgetting something. Let me check the outside again. I think we've got... Oh, we've actually got a little extra space there for something. I don't know what I would put there. 2. Why do I have 2? I do have 2 O2H2 generators. You know what? I know what I did. I meant to put in an assembler, and I put in an O2H2 generator instead. Brilliant stuff right there. All right. So let's pull this. That's maxed out now. All right. Enough fiddling around. It's time to go. Are you ready? Is the battery full? I'm afraid to do it wrong. Okay. Oh, it's on recharge mode, though. Okay. Battery's in auto mode now. Glad I checked. Glad I checked. Here we go. Thrusters on. Brakes off. And parking brake off. And thrust override is max. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. Decreasing thrust until I see that meters per second drop. There we go. See how it's dropping? I'm going to let it get to about 95, and then I'm going to increase the thrust override. And then it'll go up again. And then when it gets to 99, I'm going to go down again. And I'm just going to basically increase and decrease the thrust override as we go. And I kind of want to... Oh, jeez. I want to tilt until I'm right at that 90-degree mark. So now if I pop in here, I can actually see that. If I go to the large hydrogen thruster, we're at 720 kilonewtons. .19 gravity, 0.18, and we've used 2% of our hydrogen. Look at that. Look at that. We are way gone. We're way up here. Is that the moon over there? Oh, that's got to be the moon. That's the moon right there. Should I just head straight there? Oh, if I go down at all, if I drop our thrust at all, it just disables it. That's how little thrust we're using right now. Oh, and there we are. So now we can actually turn on the brakes. Oh, and turn off the thrust override. There we go. For that matter, we can completely kill the engines. And look at this. We are in space out of gravity. Let's look around. So that up there is the moon. It's got to be the moon. So I remember the last time I did this, I think it took me like 15 minutes to fly there. Something like that. Took quite a while. So I should probably get going, huh? Yeah, let's get moving in that general direction. Oh, that gyro is... I've only got one gyroscope, but wow, it's fast. Let's put that at about 50%. And let's put that at about 75%. Let's do maybe 80. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's a little crazy, but it's not too bad. So if I do thrusters on, brakes off, and then I just manually press forward, then immediately, why is it stopping? Oh, because I only have one of my brakes off. Does that mean that I was fighting my brakes the whole way? I think I was fighting two of my brakes the entire way. Brilliant. Yep, there's the other two. Unbelievable. Let's update that. And now we should be able to look at the moon, press forward. And there we go. Now, at this current rate, I am probably going to dip back into gravity at some point in time. Yeah, just like the very edges of gravity. So I'll have to be careful about that. Yep, there we go. As expected. Let's just go ahead and do this. You know what? If I head toward that asteroid right there, Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, there we go. That should kind of make it so I'm not cutting into... No, don't turn. Don't turn. When I'm turning, my sideways thrusters end up acting as brakes. But that should kind of give me the angle to be able to miss the planet as I head there. And, you know, it might be worth checking out, see if we can find some ores or something on there. What do you think? As a matter of fact, while we're going, you say we put in an ore detector. Grab all the components. I think we should be able to put it, like, right there. Yeah, there we go. And then let's find that new ore detector. Ore detector. Max out the range and turn it off. And then we'll just go ahead and pop that in there and turn it on from the hotbar. What is that? Hang on. What is that? No, seriously, what is that? It's not going to start shooting at me, is it? I don't have anything to shoot at it with. Whoa. Okay. I have legitimately never seen this before. What? What? What just happened? What? Okay. I have no idea what just happened. I have to check this out. This is crazy. Hang on. First of all, depressurize. Ah! Helmet on. Always put on your helmet in space. What? Oh. Access denied. Okay. It's reasonable. Okay. It's like some kind of little space station that got damaged, and they just ejected out. They're just like, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. And they just headed down to the planet. This is... Okay, you guys have to tell me... Oh, jeez! Oh, come on. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope, that's reasonable. That thing that just happened there. Okay, I want my body back. I just sat there and stared at that stupid thing. Like, what's that? I was just about to end this episode. And then this happened. You know what? Production. Make me... Oh, jeez, not a survival kit. Where's my... Wait, I didn't make an assembler. Because I was done. That's fine. I don't even care. I just want a grinder. Of any kind. I'm not going to use it for very long. Oh, this is owned by the Space Pirates. Neat. Okay. I don't mind ticking them off. They're not going to like me no matter what I do, so... Nope. There isn't one in here, right? No. Okay. Haha. Yeah. Not so smart, are you now, huh? Did you not have any? Oh, you did have any. Okay. Give me my stuff. There's probably another one on here somewhere. Okay. Okay, it's a freighter. Wow. Okay. Oh, here we go. You ain't got no power.
Inventory full.
Then... Yeah, see, offline. So now they can't shoot at me anymore. Haha. Okay. Where's my ship again? I think I might actually just go ahead and grind this whole thing down. What do you think? I mean, I'm just going to tick off some pirates that aren't going to like me anyway. I honestly had no idea. I've always kind of had most of these kinds of things turned off. But I'm wondering now, look, there's this freighter out there. There's this something space pirate out there. Hopefully they're not going to come and rescue these guys. But I think we're going to deal with that next time. Wow, this has been quite an episode. Let me know what you think. I always like hearing you guys' comments, so stick them down below right there. Hit like if you enjoyed this, and next time we're going to go in and see what else is on this wreck here. That was crazy. Crazy fun. Alright, that's enough of that. I'll see you next time on Epic Tech, where I'll probably get shot again, somehow. We might have to defend ourselves.